All right, y'all. We are live on this absolutely beautiful Monday morning, and the sun is shining, and the grass is chirping, and the sky is going. Blessings to everybody in the name of Yeshua the Messiah, Jesus the Messiah. I do pray that everybody is blessed. Shout out to TK Movies Disguised with a different YouTube channel. Shout out to Houston, my man, and Stephen Hall. What is going on, everybody, on this beautiful Monday? As usual, if we can get the stream up to 750 likes during the stream, we will give away 0.025 Bitcoins. And y'all know how much I love some cream Bitcoins, because I'm a good old-fashioned Southern boy. Put lots of cream and butter all up in my vegetables. Y'all know what I'm saying. Get ready for some trans fats, some good old American high fructose corn syrup, technical analysis up in here. Shout out to Brian. Shout out to Brian. Oh, no matter what I do, Bitcoin is going to the moon. Pull out my fib when I'm with you. That's right, Jake S. That is my rapper name, is Trans Fats. Yo, what up? This Trans Fats. It's my new mixtape. Check it out. Yes, Maxwell. Trans fats are necessary for crypto gains. It's a give and take like everything in life. Trying to make them crypto gains, you're gonna have to clog them arteries, my friend. Shout out to YSR AKS, looking for that drop in the Bitcoin. Let's grab ourselves a nice long position. All right, y'all. We are live. What's going on, y'all? Blessings to everybody, and it is time to get serious up in here. Serious about technical analysis, because I have to be honest with you guys. Not that I ever lie, but I'm bullish. I'm bullish on a lot of stuff. Now, of course, does that mean we're not going to have volatility? Of course not. Of course not. Because here's the thing, guys. We are traders. And as traders, We thrive on volatility. Just because I'm bullish doesn't mean we're not going to see bumps and dumps along the way. All right. So what's going on? People in the chat, make sure to like the video, guys, because if we can get 750 likes, I will absolutely be giving away 0.025 Bitcoin. I want to talk about Bitcoin today. I want to talk about Ethereum. I want to talk about the old Shibmeister. I want to talk about ADA. I want to talk about Sol. I want to talk about VeChain. I want to talk about Matic. There's a lot of things I want to cover. Shout out to Habib, who compliments my haircut. Did it myself just last night, man. Got out the old Bic thing and just cut the sides off and just did a little stuff with the top, and boom, we're good to go, baby. We are good to go. We are good to go. All right, so here we are on the Bitcoin, guys, and a few things that I want to point out is, first of all, we do have this potential pattern forming right here. Okay, we have this this wedge right here. We have this wedge, this falling wedge, and we could also look at this thing potentially as a channel, right? We could have a channel like this right here, right? Something like that. And there's a few different ways to look at that. First of all, we could we could look at this thing as a giant bull flag like this, right? Where we have a very impulsive move from around 40K coming on up to the top, and then we're trading in this descending channel, and then we're going to break out of that and hit a new all-time high. It's very, very possible. Another way we could look at this is, like I was saying, the falling wedge type of pattern here, where we have the trend line respected twice. And overall, guys, we can see that on the daily time frame right now, we are printing the dreaded red dot on the daily. It is absolutely dreaded. Hang on one second, guys. I think I have to plug in my MacBook, otherwise it might die. There we go. Yeah, so it is dreaded. The daily red dot is absolutely dreaded because it usually means we're going to come down. Money flow staying about even. If we go to the weekly time frame, we can also see that we're about to print a top on the weekly time frame. VWAP is curving over, looking like it might cross under the zero line. And at first glance, guys, this does look like a bearish divergence, a very bearish divergence on the weekly time frame. Okay, so we are in a critical time, I would say, where if we don't start to see some upward movements soon, we could print a red dot on the weekly time frame, which would probably mean that we need to consolidate a little bit more before another move to the upside. Very well may mean we get something like this, right, where we printed the red dot on the weekly, we came down and consolidated before we got another green dot. So if we don't very soon, within this week, get another big move to the upside to give us a just kidding about to print a red dot on Market Cipher B, I think we could see a deeper correction here. Now, again, I would be looking to play a game of red dot, green dot. What is a game of red dot, green dot, y'all ask? Well, I'm going to tell you. Red dot, green dot is when the Market Cipher B on the weekly time frame, or really any time frame we want, and for sake of clarity, let me turn off the money flow. And we can see that right after we printed the red dot, which is actually a little bit hard to see right now. Give me 1 second. Yeah, we can see right here that right after we printed this red dot, we printed a green dot right away, resulting in a much higher move to the upside. So we could be looking at something like this, where we come down a little bit and then get another move to the upside. So we'll print a red dot, consolidate, get another move to the upside, and hopefully, guys, we will get a momentum wave coming over this 100 level. If we can get a momentum wave, actually, I would say coming above the 80 level, then that means we are going to be in all-out parabolic territory for the old Bitcoin. Okay, so we need to determine to ourselves right now if we are looking to trade these crazy markets. And by the way, if you are trying to trade these crazy markets and you don't have a Bybit or a PHEMEX account and you want to support the channel, you could absolutely click on one of my affiliate links in the description. Or you could not. You could just go to the website and do it without the affiliate link. Doesn't really matter one way or the other. But right now we can see that we have broken out of this wedge. We are now currently retesting it as our support. Okay, I did take a short last night from here. That was 2 days ago. I took a short from here, right here, yesterday, for a nice little drop down. and I'm currently still long from this massive wick down here. Okay, but what are some areas that we should be looking for as far as support and resistance goes? Well, first of all, I would like to say this. We have a giant falling wedge, and usually when we have a pattern on the chart, we're going to have some hanky-panky going on. What I mean by hanky-panky, guys, is that large players are going to try and build large positions. And so if everyone's trying to trade the breakout of the wedge, they're going to bring the price back down to stop everybody out, fill their large buy orders before pushing the price higher, right? Because you got to think about it. If you're a whale in the market, you can't just put in a large market order because there's not 500 billion Bitcoin liquid on Bybit for you to buy. No. Instead, what you got to do is you got to take that 500 billion Bitcoin from all the people that are trading these markets. So what you do is you get everybody to put liquidity in the market by making them go long by the breakout, and then you come back down and liquidate them all before. Now, when they're liquidated, what does that mean? It means all their Bitcoin that was not in the market is now back in the market. You can fill a large order here, and then boom, blast it off into the stratosphere. Elon Musk is coming out of his closet, guys. Now, I don't mean to say Elon Musk is in the closet. All right, don't take me wrong. Okay, I'm not trying to slander the man. I think he's an okay guy. Maybe I think he's a weird guy. Okay, maybe I think he's a shady guy. Maybe I think he's a suspicious guy. But when I say coming out of the Twitter closet, what I really mean by that is he's going to grab his smartphone and he's going to start tweeting about Bitcoin. When Bitcoin comes down here, Elon Musk is all of a sudden going to get this urge, this itch under the armpit. Ugh. He's going to get an itch under the armpit, okay? And he is going to tweet about how good Bitcoin is for global warming. In fact, the only thing that can stop global warming is Bitcoin, he will say, okay? And it's not even global warming, it's climate change. The only thing that can stop it is Bitcoin. And Tesla accepting Bitcoin is the ultimate solution to every problem plaguing humanity, and that will pump the price of Bitcoin. So let's find out, what are some supports that we can be looking for? Well, what I like to do is I like to go to the daily time frame, and I like to mark horizontal levels of support and resistance. Horizontal levels of support and resistance. Now, if anybody's new to trading in general, support and resistance is probably the most important aspect of trading, period. Besides Market Cipher and looking at the direction that price wants to go. In fact, I need to turn back on the money flow because money flow is probably one of the, I mean, I love the money flow in Market Cipher. It'll tell you which way the market's going to go, right? Deciphering that market. But what else we need are horizontal levels of support and resistance, okay? And what I like to do is I like to go on the daily time frame, and I like to find areas where price has historically found a sticking point. We want to see where the candle bodies open and close at the same exact level more than 2 days in a row, at least more than 1 day in a row. And so the first place I see is really right here. Okay, right here we can see that we came down and we formed a daily level of support right here at this orange line. The reason why it's a daily level of support, y'all, is because if we take a look at the candles right here, okay, going to switch into this accent right now. If we take a look at the candles right here, we can see that for 2 days in a row, the candle body closed right here and then it opened right here. And for 2 days, we tried to wick down to the side, to the bottom, and we were unable to. This forming an area of support right there, okay? And then the next level that I see happens to be right down here. Okay, we can see again that we, for 2 days in a row, we're unable to come below this level. And then I can see again, right here, for 2 days in a row, we were unable to come down below that level. And so if Bitcoin is going to continue to trade in this falling wedge-ish pattern channel bull flag thingy, if we want to try and catch along at the bottom of this channel, right, then we should be looking at these lower levels of support because this is where price is probably going to pivot, right? Not probably, but there's a high probability that if price comes down to these levels, we will get a pivot, okay? Now, what about, do we have any more confluence here? Something else that I enjoy doing very much so is I like to pull the fib, okay? Fibonacci retracement tools are a great way to find confluence. If you have a daily level of support, and you pull a fib maybe from a swing low to a swing high, and you notice that there is a, let's say, a golden pocket right around a daily level. For example, check it out, guys. Right here at about 58,473, not only do we have a daily level of support, but we also have a Fibonacci golden pocket. So what this means is this: if we're not in a long position right now, what we don't want to do is go long when we break out of the wedge, because what that does is very risky, because there's a high chance that whales out there, after the breakout happens, are going to drop us down and then blast us off with the Elon Musk global warming phone, right? So what we want to do is we want to think one step ahead of the game, right? We want to put on our upside down glasses. And the reason they're upside down, guys, is because this is not financial advice, and I am not a financial advisor. I am just a guy in the basement with upside down glasses, with a haircut he did himself. You guys can't see, but I missed a few spots in the back, okay? My wife says I look horrible. Shout out to Big Bus 28, my wife. And yeah, what we want to do is we want to be looking for these areas where there's confluence, right? We want to wait, because in my mind, I would rather have a trade setup where I know there's an 85 or higher % chance that it's going to go well than trade a breakout knowing there's, I mean, it could work out, but we're traders. We're in this to make money. We're not in this to say, No, we're in this to make money over the long term. And the way we're going to do that is by being very selective with our trades. And we want to find those levels where there's a lot of confluence. We want to wait for those levels, okay? Great example is the Cardano trade that I took. I made a video about it yesterday with the uneven butt cheeks pattern, but I had to wait a whole month. I had to wait a whole month for that trade setup. Potential altcoin trade setups. Let's see. The Cardano trade. So on September 27th, I did my analysis and I said, if price comes down, I'm not gonna long it unless price comes down to the golden pocket, and there was other confluence down here. Okay, I had to wait 30 days for it, but instead of flopping and groping and longing and shorting all up in here with risky trade setups, I waited for that perfect setup, and you know what happened? You know what happened? That setup hit literally perfectly, guys. Literally perfectly. Let's see. This was the Sol short. Shout out to everybody who shorted Sol. Literally right to the dollar. Boom. Got in the long trade, right? We want to wait for those good setups. By the way, if you do want to get into the VIP Discord where I post daily technical analysis updates, detailed technical analysis for Bitcoin, for Ethereum, for altcoins and stuff, please go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. And also, if you want to learn how to do technical analysis, if you want to learn how to do all this stuff and mark out your charts, go to jasoncaspertrading.com, because this course will give you the knowledge and the skills you need to become a confident, profitable trader. Because what we do is we walk you through step by step the systematic, methodical approach that I take to trading, so that instead of flopping and groping, you can have a plan, you can act on that plan, and you can use good risk management to ensure that over time you can be successful and you can be confident, and you won't be fearful when you enter a trade, not able to sleep because you're on your phone on the 5-second time frame and you're long, and every little red 5-second candle you start having a heart attack because you risk way too much money and you don't know how to use good risk management and leverage to your advantage and all this stuff. JasonCasperTrading.com. There's currently a 30% discount in the description of the video. All right, so we've got some levels of support, guys. We can even pull other fibs here. You know, you can pull more than one fib. People say, hey, one fib at a time. You ever hear people say that? You ever hear people say one fib at a time? You're waiting in line at back in elementary school, and you're waiting in the lunch line, and the teacher's like, one fib at a time. No, you could do more. Look at this other daily level here. This other daily level has a nice, good old point golden pocket here, okay? And yeah, we could use different sized fibs, right? The 0.65, the 0.66, you know, play around with it. The point is we're looking for some confluence here. So just so you're aware of some levels if we drop. And keep in mind, things are looking a little bit droppy. Like we come to the 4-hour time frame. What is the VWAP looking like? Looks like it wants to come down. Okay, we come to the 1-hour time frame. What do we see? A red dot, right? Money flow indecisive. Okay, we need to be prepared. So what about resistance? What about resistance above us? What if we pump from here? What if we absolutely pump? Okay, well then I will be looking for resistances at some of these fib levels. Now check this out, guys. Check this out, right? We have a fib level right up here, as well as a previous wick right here. This, okay? Now, why do I think this is so significant? The reason I think this is significant is because something else that whales do to mess with retail traders is they will have a fake out of the wedge, like I was just saying. And what they want to do is they want to stop out everybody who shorted from all in these areas, right? Look at all the people that shorted in this area here, right? You could have taken a short here, you could have taken a short here, and all the people who shorted up here are still have their trades open, and they either have their stop losses up there or their liquidation prices up there. And so what we need to do is we need to be thinking one step ahead, saying, all right, if I was a whale, right, if I had $1 billion, if I was in the $1 billion club, let's say I was, and I am not, okay? You can tell by the size of my fib that I'm not in that club. And let's say that we come up here, okay? What happens if we come above this wick right here, right into the golden pocket, is everybody who shorted from this point and downward is either stopped out or liquidated. So now you can fill large sell orders, smash the price down to this golden pocket, fill large buy orders, Elon Musk coming out of the closet to pump us up to a new all-time high, right? So that's what we're doing when we're looking at technical analysis here. We're waiting for price to come to a level, and then we are trading when price gets to that level, right? We don't want to just FOMO long or short based because we're in no man's land. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, we want to wait, guys. We want to wait. Yeah, we want to wait. All right, so that's really what I'm at for Bitcoin, guys. You know, if we lose this area right here, if we lose, let's say, this area right here, because this is clearly, we could just see a high volume node, a lot of Bitcoin traded here, then I'm looking down toward the low 50s. I'm really looking down toward the low 50s. And the reason is because I'm looking down to the low 50s is if we go to a higher time frame here, okay, and remember, right now, all the analysis I just did was like in this little pocket here, right? Assuming that this is a bull flag, right? Remember, everything I just talked about was assuming that this is a bull flag. But if this is not a bull flag and this is a trend reversal, something similar to like what we had here, then that kind of changes the name of the game a little bit. That changes the name of the game a little bit because, okay, then what we need to do is we need to start looking at this not as a bull flag, but as a retracement. A retracement. And a bull flag is a shallow retracement, but a deeper retracement. And then what we can do is we can start pulling out our fibs from the absolute low of the move to the absolute high. And in this case, we have a very key area right around 52.5K, I would say. Right around this area here, we have a very important level area of support right here at this 382 level. Why? Why is it such an important area? Well, because if we come to the weekly time frame, we can see that right around that area, this is really a major area of support and resistance. We've never come back to retest it. We made this very key level of resistance right here in the first leg to the upside, and then we came down and we blast right through it. Now, technically, this breakout up here is still unconfirmed, technically, on the weekly time frame until we come back to test this weekly level of resistance as support before continuing to the upside. Now, as I say in many streams, the 382 Fibonacci level is the most popular area. All the cool kids are retracing off the 382 in an uptrend. In a strong uptrend, the 382 is the most popular area. This works on all time frames. In fact, even if we go down to the 3-minute time frame, right, and we just pull a superficial fib, right? Let's just pull a superficial fib from the swing low. Whoop, sorry, pull a superficial fib. Let's just, this isn't a trend, guys, but look at this, right? Even superficially on a small time frame, look, we have a low, we have a high, we get support on the 382 before we make a higher high, right? It's just a popular place to retrace from. It's super popular. All the jocks are doing it, the football quarterbacks, those kids that are so cool and they have all those friends and all the girls want to talk to that guy. He's doing it off the 382, right? I'm telling you. Now, I was never one of those guys, okay? People would make fun of me because of my glasses and, you know, because I played the French horn in the orchestra and, you know, it wasn't very fun for me in high school, guys. And, you know, shout out to my mom for letting me live in her basement. Okay, shout out to my mom for letting me live in her basement. And hopefully, one of these days, I will have a successful trade so I could get out of my mom's basement and move in with my friend in his basement. So, that's it, guys, the 382. If we lose, just to recapitulate, there's 3 major levels of daily support that I'm looking at here, okay? If we lose these 3, then I'm looking down here. And what that means is when we come to these levels, what I'm looking for on Market Cipher B is a bullish divergence, a bullish divergence, a bullish divergence on Market Cipher B. What is a bullish divergence? A bullish divergence is this. If price makes a lower low like this, and momentum makes a higher low like this, that is called a bullish divergence. Now, if you are new to trading, I highly recommend you get yourself an indicator called Market Cipher. Market Cipher is a very good indicator because if you are new and you just focus on simple levels of support and resistance, simple levels of support and resistance, and you only trade 1 hour Market Cipher divergences, you will, not financial advice, be set up for being much more successful than every other trader who's just starting out. Because what the divergences are telling you is that even though price is coming down, there are people who are trying to push the price up, and they're setting a trap. They're setting a trap, making people want to FOMO short. Well, we can tell on Market Cipher, the price is going to go up. Even though it's coming down, it's going to go up. That's called the divergence. So every time we come down to one of these levels, we want to be looking for that, right? If we happen to drop down to this daily level here, right, and we see this on Market Cipher B, hang on, got to get out my pen tool. Hang on, I got to get out my pen tool. Right, and we can draw a very clear trend line from here to here, and see that we made a lower low from here to here. Okay, that to me is a bullish divergence. Okay, that to me is a bullish divergence. Okay, so that's what we'd be looking for, guys, as we are currently getting a little drop right here, a little dip, right? A little dipperoonie right there. Okay. In fact, if we zoom in on a lower time frame, let's see if we can apply these same principles on a lower time frame so that we can get more clarity on what is going on here. Okay, let's see. Now, on a lower time frame, this is the 1 minute time frame. Okay, very, very important stuff. Let's see what we can see here. Whoa, whoa. Getting money flow crosses over here. Let's maybe go to the 3 minute time frame. Let's go to the 6 minute time frame here. Well, I can't really see anything that I was talking about, guys. I was really hoping that I would see a... Is that a very slight bullish divergence right there? I don't know. I can't really tell. But we could say this, right? We had an area of support right here, very, very locally. That we could have said, you know, if we lose the level, that all the people who took a long here are going to get stopped out. Price gets pushed down. Everyone FOMO short. And what I would have really liked to see here, to make my example crystal clear, is an extremely clear bullish divergence. Because when that happens, even on the 1 minute time frame, if you're seeing something like this, it means that that low is not gonna hold. So don't short there. Don't short there is what that's trying to say. Okay, now look, it is playing out. It is playing out here because we do have the bullish divergences. That was a fake out. Now we're getting a pump to the upside. Even on a very small time frame, this will work, guys. Of course, the larger the time frame, the more reliable the signal, as with all aspects of trading. But look, we got a massive dump here. Everybody who longed here is now either stopped out or even liquidated if they were using too high leverage. And all that liquidity in the market has been bought up, and now we're coming back into this little range right here, right? So this is what we're looking for on a higher term scale as well. Okay, now I want to talk about some altcoins, guys. By the way, if you want to learn technical analysis, if you want to learn how I trade, check out jasoncaspertrading.com. 30% off in the description if you want to get into the VIP Discord, where I post potential trade setups, everyday scalps and swing trades for Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoin, and technical analysis, all the juicy levels we're looking for. Then make sure to go to patreon.com/JasonCasper. Also, if you do want a 25% discount on Market Cipher, you can use this code right here. If everybody likes the video right now and we get up to 500 likes, I will give away the course for free. If we can get up to 750 likes, I will absolutely give away 0.025 Bitcoin. Okay, I will absolutely give that away. Boom. All right, so let's get into some altcoins here, guys. Let's get into some alts. I've been into some alts lately, guys. I want to talk about the old SHIB. The old SHIB. All right? Did I hop aboard the SHIB? Of course I did. I'm on the SHIB boat, guys. I bought up myself some SHIB on spot. I've been leverage trading the SHIB out of SHIB. All right? Now, I've been doing it. Now, this is one of them coins. Now, I'm telling y'all, this is more of a gamble coin, all right? If you're holding this baby on spot thinking you're going to be able to retire early, you might want to think again. Now, what do I think about SHIB? Well, as many of you know, if you follow the channel, I got into SHIB down here when we retested the middle line of this little channel that we were respecting. And now we can see that we are entering into another phase of consolidation. Another phase of consolidation right here. Now we can see there's a pattern, a historical pattern for SHIB, which is this. We pump, and then we consolidate, and then we pump, then we consolidate, and then we pump, then we consolidate, and then we pump, then we consolidate, right? It happens over and over again. It's been happening with SHIB from the beginning, right? A pump, consolidation, massive pump, consolidation, massive pump, consolidation, massive pump, consolidation, massive pump, massive consolidation, massive pump, small consolidation, massive pump. Now we're consolidating. So what are we doing with SHIB right now? Well, we're doing the same thing that we're doing with the Bitcoin, which is, you know, if we want to get into SHIB, we need to get in at these lows here. We need to get in at the lows of the consolidation. And if we just pull out something that I like to call, well, this is what it's called, a fixed range volume profile, what we can do is we can analyze all the volume within this range on SHIB. And basically, if anybody's totally new and you've never understood what a volume profile was, but you've seen these things on charts and you're like, dang, what are those dang things on there? I don't even know what that thing is. Right? Looks cool, though. It looks like that person knows what they're talking about. Well, I'm going to tell you what it is right now. Okay? This is called a value area. A very, very important thing. And what it does is it's defining the fair value of SHIB while we are consolidating. Okay? These things work if, after a major pump, you notice that we start to trade sideways. If you see SHIB or any coin trading sideways, what you want to do is find the start of the sideways area, come over here, go to fixed range volume profile, pull this thing across the whole entire sideways area. And what this does is this is telling you, so long as SHIB is trading sideways, this is the fair value. Okay, this is a fair value where we are consolidating, getting ready for a move either up or down, where large players are either building their shorts or building their longs. Okay, if they're building their longs or their shorts, doesn't matter. This is the fair value. What that means is whenever SHIB comes underneath this colored area, you want to look for a long position and just look historically. Comes down below, look for a long. Comes down below, look for a long. Comes down below, long it. Comes down below, long it. Up. Comes down below, long it. Up. Every single time we come below the value area, you could have longed it and gotten some kind of profit. Now, what does this mean? If we are bullish on a higher term time frame for SHIB, okay, which I am, I'm bullish for SHIB higher term. We come to the daily time frame, and we can see that money flow is getting very thick on the daily time frame. And it looks like we're about to print another green dot very high above the 60 line. It looks like we could end up coming much higher for this, right? The 4-hour time frame, money flow is getting thicker even though momentum is coming down. It looks like we're consolidating for another move to the upside. So if we want to get in a good trade for the old SHIBmeister, well, what we want to do is we want to wait until we come below this value area, okay? Now, we don't just want to take any old trade below the value area, although you probably could, and if you were using low leverage, you probably would do all right. But what we really want to do, if we want to be ninjas about it, right, is we want to find something called confluence. Now, confluence, confluence, my grandpa always used to tell me, son, confluence. I don't know. I'm making this stuff up. I'm making this stuff up, guys. So let's take a look here. First of all, if we pull our fib from this low to this high, okay, we can see we already bounced off this golden pocket many times. If we put on some other fib levels here, like the 786, we can see that we never came down to test this 786. An area that I would really, really like to enter along on SHIB would be around that 786 area. We also just have an area of high volume down here. So again, that would basically allow us, if we come back down here, would allow us to stop out everybody who's long from here fill some really long, some really big buy orders, and then blast off into outer space when Elon Musk comes out and says, guys, you know what? I was wrong about Bitcoin. I was wrong about the environment. I was wrong about going to Mars. I was wrong about SpaceX. I was wrong about Neuralink. I was wrong about all these things. My whole life was wrong. Let's go to the moon, Bitcoin. Okay? I'm not going to be sending rockets to the moon. I'm going to be sending Bitcoin to the moon. All right? So that's kind of where I'm at with SHIB. You know, I do want to see some of these lower levels get hit. Of course, you know, that doesn't mean if you're scalping this, right? Doesn't mean that we can't just scalp local levels. Like, if you just want to day trade and maybe get into a nice long here, you could pull a local fib from here to here, right? Or even pull a local fib from here to here. Basically, any swing low to swing high. And you could say, okay, look at this. We have some nice, beautiful confluence right here with the 618 golden pocket with that point of control of the range, meaning if we happen to, on a 3-minute time frame, fall down to that golden pocket like this, and I also see that we are getting, you know, some kind of a bullish divergence like that on a lower time frame. Yeah, absolutely. I would look to enter a scalp long there, right? So this is how we're doing it, guys. This is how we're doing our analysis over here. And yeah, that's about it. So let me pop to the chat. Let me see if anybody's even still here. Does anybody even watch the old Jason Casper anymore? What's going on, memory man? What's going on, Aaron Grierson? And Zaire, what's going on, my friend? You guys are making me go full on Southern today. You guys are making me go full on Southern today. Wow, Tesla is accepting SHIB. Speaking of Elon Musk, speaking of jumping aboard that SHIB, you know, shout out to Pim Poles with the Gengar, and shout out to Tucker Sutton. Says the 12-hour Market Cipher B looks like pumpage should curve in. It should curve. Are we talking about Bitcoin or are we talking about SHIB? Shout out to Crypto Thomas, says my course is undervalued. Well, you know, I'm just trying to provide value, guys. Obviously, it's a business. Selling the course, it is a business, but I'm trying to do it at a fair price, right? I'm trying to do it at a fair price, more than fair. That's what I want to do. This is a do-it-myself haircut, April's White. Yeah, it is. It is. China's real estate market is collapsing. The whole world is collapsing. You know, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but the whole world is collapsing. It's collapsing, guys. So this is the time. This is the time when we just chill out and you know, we just chill out and we do what we can. We trust the Lord that he will provide for us and give us wisdom. But yeah, the whole world, guys, is collapsing. Shout out to Texas. Shout out to Miliano Choco. Yeah, so Mana and Bat are going crazy, guys. The metaverse, right? Metaverse coins. I'm overall on the metaverse in general very bullish. The metaverse is something I am researching like crazy, investing in right now, because it is the next step to the technocratic slave system. And so I'm trying to capitalize on it while I can to get myself some resources so I don't have to live in that system for as long as possible. Okay? I'm trying to make money in the crypto space so I can get real stuff like land and animals and equipment to grow my own food. I mean, can you imagine being self-sufficient? I can't imagine that. How would I rely on the government if I was self-sufficient? Yeah. So, yeah, technocratic era is on the way. Shout out to Crypto Yacht, by the way. Crypto Yacht and me, we're going to do a track together, okay? My rap name is Trance Fats, and Crypto Yacht is Crypto Yacht. And, yeah, we're gonna do it. Shout out to everyone who likes my haircut. You know what's funny? I usually wear a hat. In fact. Here we go. Okay. Shout out to the King of Kings. Shout out to Zaire Johnson. He's hoping to go full-time trading. Awesome, my friend. Would I rather have a farm or a luxury life? farm life is luxury life, okay? Modern luxury life is actually slavery life. The only thing is right now, slavery is comfortable, but it's going to come to a point where it's not comfortable, all right? It's only comfortable as long as you have money and there's a grocery store down the road. If you don't have those things, it's not a luxury life. Just saying. What meta tokens am I most into so far? Well, Mana for sure, BAT for sure, and I'm currently researching many others. Yeah. All right, let's look at some other assets here, guys. Let's take a quick look back at the corn. See, look at this, guys. Look at the corn. You know, did that thing that I was talking about here, and let's take a look now at some other coins that I'm currently long on and bullish on. Well, Filecoin, I'm bullish on this. Ethereum. Let's talk about Ethereum, guys. Let's talk about Ethereum. So Ethereum, right now, we can see that we do have a level of resistance above us right here, which is this daily time frame at about 44.20. And then we also have a nice area of support below us right down here. And this is on a larger term time frame, guys. This is the 4-hour time frame. Right now, I mean, it's very clear to me that Ethereum is ranging in this range here. And in general, I will be looking to short Ethereum around here and long Ethereum around here. Now we have a lot of confluence in these areas. The reason we have a lot of confluence in these areas is because this is a daily level of resistance right here, and there's not much other confluence other than the fact that it's a daily level of resistance. But down here we have a golden pocket, we have a weekly level, and we have a daily level right here. Okay, if you ever find yourself with a triple confluence of a daily, a weekly, and a fib level, you know that that's a very strong level. And not only is there confluence here, but this was acting as our resistance back here on October 16th, our support right here on October 21st, and our support also right here on the 27th, 28th of October. So when you see levels like this, you know, if you're not already long and you're trying to get long, the best places to look would be areas like the point of control, or areas like these clear supports here, okay? And also, if you're doing this on a lower term time frame, you can even pull a fib from the swing low to the swing high and notice to yourself, hey, you know what? We never actually did come down to test that golden pocket. So perhaps, and what we're gonna do when we're doing technical analysis, guys, we're coming up with a theory, okay? We're coming up with a theory and a hypothesis. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to say, all right, when I come to the chart, what trade setups would I like to take? So I would tell you, right here is a trade setup I would like to take, okay? Because it would allow everybody who longed here to get stopped out, and it's a fib level. And so if we come down to that level with if we come down to that level with bullish divergences, then you know it's going to be a good scalp. And the way I like to trade is, even if we're ranging like this, if I take a long from here, yeah, you know I'm taking profits up here, and you know I'm moving my stop loss to my entry, but you also know I'm keeping a portion of this position open so I can hit new all-time highs, because that's kind of how I trade in the bull run, right? I very rarely enter a swing trade expecting it to be a swing trade, but more so just trade locally and hold the position for a long time. And eventually I have 4 or 5 positions open that are together equaling massive profit, a massive swing trade position, right? That is how I am currently dealing with Bitcoin right now, because I am indeed long from many areas. I am long from down here. I am long from down here. I am long from down here. And I am long from down here. So I'm in 4 longs, and together, even if there's only 30% of the position left in the trade, okay, that means I have the equivalent of a full position. If I have 4 trades, 30% of the position in the trade, that means I have 120% of a position in a swing long spanning the area from here all the way to here, right? Instead of compounding my longs, sometimes I just open different positions. And sometimes I do compound my longs as well, as you guys know, if you are in the VIP Discord. Shout out to everybody in the chat, by the way. Shout out to the Crypto Chad Bitcoin. Yes, the holographic Pikachu hat. You guys know I don't go for the regular Pikachu hat. I go for the holographic. It's a limited edition, this hat. for sure. VeChain, guys, I'm bullish on the old vet. Okay, first of all, if anybody hasn't noticed, allegedly, there are some supply chain issues going on. Now, I say allegedly because I don't know what's true and what's fake anymore. I don't know what's true and what's fake. I don't know. I can't trust anything, guys. I don't trust it. I don't care if it's alternative media. Sand. That's right, Memory Man. Sand is another good one. Yeah. Don't fees kill you, Q Diddy? No, fees don't really kill me. I mean, that funding fee sometimes can take a couple, a little bit of money out of your position, but it's really not that much. It's really not that much compared to all the unrealized profits, man. Yeah. Really not that much. What's a good entry for mana to hodl? I mean, honestly, any dip. If you're trying to hodl this thing and you think we're going parabolic and you think that metaverse is going to be the next big thing, then I just would hodl every dip, right? That's always been my hodl strategy. I don't use TA as much as I just use, oh, we dipped down. Let me get some. Shout out to Constantine L, who says, good call on the vet. He's up 50%. Yeah, I did the other night say that I was longing vet and hodling vet. And yeah, I'm also currently in profits on vet too right now. There's a lot of reasons why I'm bullish on vet. First of all, we can see here that we came down to a very, very important level of support right here on the chart. It's just anybody with two eyes can see. And anybody with one eye could also see that we got a support of resistance, retested support, held it again as support, held it again as support. And every time we're holding it as support, what are we doing? We're getting bullish divergences. Now, most recently, we came down to the Fibonacci golden pocket level, and we printed something on the daily time frame, which is probably one of the most bullish things you could possibly imagine, an uneven butt cheeks pattern. Now, let me go ahead and, for people who are new here and might not know about the uneven butt cheeks, the uneven butt cheeks pattern, okay, is something like this. Okay, we need to understand, first of all, that the gluteus maximus is divided into two sections, okay? Two sections. Let me see if I can do this properly here, okay? I'm gonna see if I can do this properly. Let me see. Can I do it? Okay. So we have the left glute right here, okay? But then we also have, let's see if I can get it here, okay? We also have the right glute, okay? We have the right glute right up here, okay, right there. Now, why is this so important? Because if you notice on Market Cipher B, the momentum waves kind of look like butt cheeks, right? They kind of do look like butt cheeks. Let me make this a little bit smaller so that we can fit it in the screen here, guys. Sorry for flopping and groping, okay? They kind of do look like butt cheeks, okay? Let's go to VeChain. We can see that if there's two together, like we have right here, it's kind of like a butt, right? We have the left cheek and the right cheek, okay? We have the left cheek over here. Whoa, flop and groping, guys. Sorry. Let's see. Okay, here we go. You guys see we have the left cheek and the right cheek, and split down the middle is the crack, okay, the butt crack. Now, if you are ever on a chart and you see that price comes to a significant level like the golden pocket, and you see that the left butt cheek is larger than the right butt cheek, just like this, that is a very bullish sign, because that is a type of divergence. But I have found that when you have two momentum waves in the same wave, right? We could look at this as one wave, but split, we can see very clearly two distinct, clear areas of a very low butt cheek here and a higher butt cheek right here. Look at what happened ever since that happened. If you find yourself in an area of consolidation ever on the daily time frame, and you see the uneven butt cheeks at a key support, to me, that means we are going to pump. It means this is the bottom. That's what it means to me. Okay, does it mean I'm right? No. Doesn't mean I'm right, guys. This is not financial advice. You should never take financial advice from a guy on the internet wearing a Pikachu hat. You should never do that, because clearly I'm simply an entertainer, guys. I am simply an entertainer. And does it mean, guys, that I'm saying VeChain is going straight to the moon? Of course it doesn't mean that. Of course it does not mean that, guys. But we have to look at the daily VWAP here. The daily VWAP is starting to point up, coming up to about -3, a little bit less than -3. You know, the last time we saw the daily VWAP doing that at around -3 like this was right around the time we came to this area of support, and we've already consolidated here. I mean, we've already printed our red dot. Momentum's come way down. Price has not come down. To me, that's also bullish. Let's take a look here at the overall gist of things. We can see that we are indeed printing hidden bullish divergences on the 1 hour as we make our way up over time. We can see that from the time that we were here to the time we came up here, momentum is getting lower. And not only that, guys, mixed with just the knowledge that our supply chain allegedly is headed for trouble. And even if it's not headed for trouble, it doesn't matter, because perception truly is reality. Perception is reality. Whatever people think, that's what reality is going to be. People think there's an imminent threat of death every time you go to the grocery store. Well, our reality is going to be as if that's the case, okay? People think that driving a car is deadly. No one's going to drive a car. Even if driving a car is not deadly, which it is, people aren't going to drive cars, and that's going to affect our reality. So if there's a perceived shortage, this is the solution to the problem. You know, if we go to the VeChain website, it is just looking to solve all these problems that we coincidentally have. The blockchain technology is coincidentally coming in to save the day and put us in the metaverse and fix everything, guys. Fix everything. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see, what else we got here? We got some people in the chat. I'm bullish on them uneven butt cheeks, you know? I'm bullish on them uneven butt cheeks. Shout out to Crypto Pump It, by the way. Shout out to Crypto Pump It. Can I recommend you buy any altcoin? Well, I recommend you do your own research, but I would say, you know, metaverse stuff right now, bullish. 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 That's right. I can't do a good Schwabinator accent, but yeah, I will eat the bugs and be happy. Yes. I will own nothing and I will be happy. I will like it very much. Oh, Engine. Yes, yes, Engine and VRA. Engine and VRA. Taylor, shout out to, yes, Engine, VRA. Those are two coins also. So BAT, Mana, ENJ, and VRA. These are coins that overall I am like investing in. VeChain, ICP is one I'm really in. Sol, I'm also really into Sol. Matic, I think still has a lot more potential than where it's at. SHIB is like a gamble coin for me, guys. You know, I'm gambling with the SHIB. Yeah. TK Movies wants to know about Ethereum Classic and Bitcoin Cash. I have to be honest with you, man. I've been ignoring them, which is usually a sign that they're going to pump. Whenever I ignore a coin and say, that's old news, it pumps. So I don't know if that's a bullish indicator for you or not, TK Movies, but maybe I should start to pay attention to those. I remember when Bitcoin Cash happened, and all of a sudden I had all this Bitcoin Cash, and I sold half of it right away because I was scared it was going to go to zero. Then it pumped. Then I held on to it. Then I ended up selling it later so I could buy me some stuff. I had some stuff to buy maybe a few years ago, right back when there were rumors about the COOF coming out. I got me some, a whole bunch of supplies, right? And I'm pretty sure I sold my Bitcoin Cash to get that. Why ICP? Because I think ICP is something that is going to be very, very usable in the future. Usable in the future. Okay. Polkadot's pumping now. COTI, I haven't had too much time to research it, so I cannot tell you, but I mean, if other people are saying it's got potential, you know, my strategy is always just go on YouTube and listen to the first YouTuber I click on, and that's how I build my portfolio. Just kidding, don't ever do that. What do I think about new? I'm not too sure. AVAX, yes, AVAX and Theta. those are two coins that I'm actually heavily invested in. AVAX and Theta. Shout out to my brother Casper out there. He's heavily invested in Theta too, right? Shout out to Gold's Boy, 2K into ICP. I've got a lot in ICP. I'm also long, low leverage on all these coins, guys. Long, low leverage, adding on the dumps. You know, that's how I roll. That's how I roll, guys. Sushi is moving. Polkadot's moving. Okay, so all the coins I mentioned, Yitzhak, where do you buy them? I can't use Binance because I cannot. Okay, so these coins you can buy them either you can get them on PancakeSwap. It's a great place to get them and keep them in a MetaMask wallet, or I know that you can get a lot of these on Bybit and PHEMEX. All right, Bybit and PHEMEX. You can hold them on spot. I'm pretty sure you can hold them on spot. But if not, you can also get these in various exchanges like PancakeSwap, right, where you can get anything basically. That's where I get them on spot. And I don't know actually if I can hold them on spot on Bybit. Let me check it out here. Let me check it out. Can I check it out? Spot. Yeah, you can hold ICP on spot, and you can hold Mana on spot, and you can hold BAT on spot, and you can hold Filecoin on spot, and Luna and Nu you could hold. You could hold a lot of these on spot, guys. Sol you could hold on spot. Bybit has really stepped it up recently, guys. Bybit, remember you could only trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Litecoin or something like that? I mean, they have stepped it up big time. Big time. Do I low leverage my HODL bag? Yes, I do. I do low leverage my HODL bag. You know, I'm not willing to go 50x, 20x, 10x on these coins because here's why, right? I'm bullish in general on them. So if I'm bullish in general on VeChain, it doesn't mean that I don't think we could come back in here or even down to here, right? If we do, I'll be getting more. But what I don't want to do is get liquidated. So low leverage, 1x, 2x, and what I can do is I can add to the leverage as we come up, because when, let's say we come down here and then we come up and I can add a little bit more to my position here on low leverage. When we come back up here, now I can up the leverage, keep my position size the same, but I'm risking less on the trade, right? I'm risking less on the trade because the higher your leverage, the less you're risking on the trade, right? That's just the truth of the matter, unless you do it the wrong way, and then you're risking everything you own, which is not a good thing. Zelotov. KuCoin is awesome for low cap gems. That's true. I just don't like to trade on KuCoin. I did a lot of Bitcoin and Ethereum TA already, Andre. And on spot, Peter Hall wants to know, what does on spot mean? Well, Peter, let me learn you a thing or two about spot. Okay. Now, before I tell you anything, make sure you know how trustworthy of a man I look, right? What it means to have something on spot is it means you're actually holding the asset. You have a wallet, and in that wallet, you actually own the coins. Okay? Now, if the coins go down in value, they could go down to nothing, but you still own those coins that are worth nothing. If the coins go up to $1 million each, now each coin you own is worth $1 million each, but you still own all those coins. That's what it means to hold something on spot or buy on spot. It means you're actually holding it. If I have this silver coin right here, okay, that means I bought this coin on spot. This 1 ounce silver Bitcoin coin could go up to $70 an ounce of silver, but I still have this coin, regardless of whether it's worth $70 or $15. Or this 1 ounce of silver could go down to $2. Now I still have the silver, even if it's only worth $2 because I bought it on spot. Now, if I was trading silver futures, or if I was trading perpetual futures contracts for a cryptocurrency, now I don't own that currency at all, okay? I'm trading ICP on Bybit, and I don't own the ICP. I don't have a wallet with the ICP. Instead, what I'm doing is I have a contract that says this is a perpetual contract, meaning it will never run out, and the contract is basically I'm betting that the price is going to go up. If the price goes up, my contract is now worth more money when I sell the contract. If the price goes down, my contract is worth less money, but I don't have the ICP in a wallet with my own private keys. Now, another thing about trading on margin is there's something called liquidation, which means that contract is only valid until price comes down to a certain place. And if I'm betting that the price is going to go up by trading margin, and instead price goes down, it's going to get to a certain point where I get liquidated. Because what I'm essentially doing when I'm trading on margin is I'm putting my assets, in this case Tether, USDT, up as collateral. I'm putting it up as collateral, and the exchange is basically going to say, okay, I'm going to keep this contract open for you so long as your collateral can cover the losses. And if the price comes down too much where your margin can no longer cover the losses, then the exchange will take that margin away from me. I will get liquidated, and now I'm left with nothing, right? So if ICP crashes to zero, I'm margin trading, I'm left with nothing. If I'm holding on spot, ICP crashes to zero, well, I still have my ICP. Hope that that's a good answer to the question, my friend. Okay? Hope that that's a good answer to the question. My haircut is a bullish divergence. That's right, the price got lower and the hair got a little bit higher there. You guys can see that, yeah. All right, well, you know what, guys? I think it's been a good stream. We've been on for about an hour, and I think I'm going to have to cut it because I got stuff to do today, guys. I got a lot of stuff to do today. So, receive this blessing in the Hebrew language, and the purpose of this blessing is that the Lord, the creator of the heavens and the earth, would place his name upon you. I do pray that all of you are blessed and that the Lord reveals himself to each one of you in a very personal way. Because as the world is falling apart around us, we do have hope and joy and peace in the Messiah, Yeshua, Jesus, 100%. So receive this blessing. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom b'shem Yeshua HaMashiach Elohei Israel, which means, in English, may the Lord bless you and protect you. May he cause his face to shine upon you. May he have grace upon you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you completeness. In the name of Jesus, the Messiah, the God of Israel. Amen. 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 Amen.